I'm here because I really, really love to learn. I feel like that's the biggest reason why I'm here now. I'm Kahsha Shingoose. I'm a second-year political science student. I was previously last year involved in the GCC Identity and Politics Cohort. I'm an active board member on Elphberg as well. So the GCC stands for the Global Citizenship Cohort. It's a group of first-year undergrad students, and they oftentimes will break up the group of students kind of in relation to their interests. So my cohort was Identity and Politics, and basically you take classes for the whole year. Most of your classes are with the same group of students, which really helps foster a sense of emotional security, peer support. Basically, the classes that you take are more so directly tied to learning as a whole, learning how to learn, and also learning how to appreciate education rather than being tied directly to your major. The first few days of orientation were really, really nerve-wracking for me because everything was new. I didn't know where anything was. I thought I knew for sure I was gonna get lost, but it was when I came to that last classroom on the last day and it was full of people and they were all talking so loud, and I was like, okay, these people, I like these people. And then when I realized it was the cohort and we all exchanged like our Instagrams and everything, and it was just incredibly seamless. On one of the first few days of our Political Science 1000 course, a lady came in at the end of class and she's like, hey, I am in charge, I'm the admin of this group called Elphberg. So what Elphberg is a nonprofit group which receives $5 from every student on campus. Those funds are then allocated to a levy, which then students can apply to fund undergrad projects and research. She made sure to hint that it's a very strong activist front, which is the part where I was like very interested in. I went ahead and I emailed her and I said, I'm really interested. She's like, okay, you can apply for the board. You need to get 10 signatures from undergrads. I went into a class the next day and I brought the sheet and I was like, hey guys, can you sign this for me? And I had signatures within like minutes. And so first of all, I wouldn't have known about Alpert if it hadn't been for the GCC. I wouldn't have been involved in Alpert if it hadn't been for the GCC as well. When you're asking someone like me, who is a queer woman of color, who has grown up in Lethbridge her whole life, coming to this campus and also being a part of the GCC, which was a crazy amalgamation of all different kinds of people, something that I never got to experience in high school or any of my other schooling. It was fantastic to be around people who were different. My race is something that I've struggled with consistently throughout my life, and only now have I started to address the sort of cultural wounds that have kind of happened not only to me but to my family as well. And so being in the GCC for that first year, they focused a lot on Aboriginal culture and residential schooling, and something that I could acknowledge from a third-person perspective, but also acknowledge from a first-person perspective as something that I had never wanted to talk about because it is directly tied to me and very new in my mind. Like I said, I would not be on the board if it wasn't for the cohort, and because I'm on the board, I'm able to be involved in projects that are not only really good for myself, but also benefit others, which I think is the more important part. There are so many different people who were so different from me, but so similar, and I would have never known them if it hadn't been for the cohort, and I would have never continued to know them. And these people are so amazing and so intelligent and so capable that I feel really lucky to know them, because I have a feeling that they're going to do really amazing things. This campus, I feel like it's probably one of the best places for someone who isn't entirely sure what they want, and what they do know is they love to learn. They love to learn and they want to learn more. The biggest mistake that someone in their first year can make is they have the mentality where they want to get in and get out. They want the 4 years, they want their diploma, and they want to leave. There are so many different new and exciting things to do here that I couldn't imagine wanting to rush this. If someone wanted to join the GCC, I would say just do it, because you have absolutely nothing to lose.